It won't go.
Originality. I ain't never seen a fat bitch that can't sneak good pussy, can't squirt right with a name jump dirt. I ain't never seen a ring on a nigga, lay pig on a nigga, popped off something. I ain't never seen a son with a fucked up.
I've been hearing this thing build
Well,
up.
where do I go live on here? Hi, am I live? I don't even know.
No, you're not live. Okay, go to Instagram and we be Gramming. Go to create live video.
But I already did that.
But get paid. Audience, public, next.
Okay, but this is a different one now, right? Oh, you are live.
Yeah.
I am live, everyone. I'm not live on Instagram, though, am I?
I will check for you.
No.
Actors fast track.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I can't do a chat right now.
No, you're not live.
I'm not?
I think she's just setting it up. You're not live.
Reload site? No. How do I chat with you? I can't chat with you right now. Hi, you are live. Hi, Candace. Hello. We have people.
Hi.
I'm not live on Instagram. I don't know how to do that. So it's not happening. So hello, everyone. Are we starting?
I think we're starting. Let's do this. Hi, everybody. We are starting something new. Welcome to this new amazing show with Valorie. We are live in the studio having a lot of fun because we have new great things to share with you all because it's the summer and what a great time to start buckling down on your acting business.
It is. It's true. It's a great time to start back. So we have questions for you guys.
All the questions.
So hi, come on down. So what's going on with you guys? Should we ask the direct question, like about the agent, or like?
I think that we should just say, guys, if you know who we are, then you know that Valorie right here gets the job done by breaking through people and helping them achieve their goals in their professional goals for acting. So my question to you, we have a couple ones. I guess the first thing is, why did you sign up today? And if you signed up today because you want to get an agent, comment agent below.
Wait, if you signed up today because you wanted to get an agent, comment agent below. Okay. Wait, no one's commenting.
We should do 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 do. All right, guys. So we have everyone here coming.
Agent. We have
we have someone. Someone came live. We love it.
All right.
So Faithful Lawson, agent. And also, how did you find out about today's events?
From me.
Of course. Of course.
Agent. She's actually a client of Actors Fast Track.
Oh, and you're asking for an agent. How bold. How bold. What should we tell them about that?
Okay. Well, okay. So first of all, let's just be really clear. We are told in acting school to get an agent. That's like, if you go to any acting school, they're going to tell you, if you want to be a working actor, you got to get an agent, right? So we listen because we're in acting school. And, when I did that, I got an agent. Well, I really got an agent. You know the story, because my husband was going to be the next Sean Penn. He wasn't, but he was going to be the next Sean Penn. And so so I got the agent as a consolation prize, right? And every time I went to the agent and I asked him if he could get me an audition for this or for that, he would say something like, "You don't have the name." And so who's felt this before? This catch-22 where you feel like you have to have credits to get auditions, but how do you get auditions if you don't have credits? Like, it feels, right?
The whole routine, that whole runaround.
Right. So we feel like this, and how do we get these agents to pay attention to us? Right. And so what I want you to understand is that an agent is a very, very, very small part of your business. At some point they're important, but so here's the story for me. This is for me the first light bulb that went off. So they were doing a production of The Crucible
Mhm.
at the Roundabout in New York, which is a big, important theater if you're not from New York. It's like a Broadway, off-Broadway house. So I went to my agent and I said, can you get me an audition for this show? And he goes, you don't have the name.
How dare they?
So I went straight to the casting office. I asked them for an audition. I got the audition and I booked the play.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that was like, wait a minute. They didn't tell me that in acting school. They did
No.
not tell me this in acting school. Right. So, so that was like a big aha for me. And so then I really started to study business. And that's how, when I started to really help actors,
Yep.
was when I started studying business and realizing that, that the most important thing for you to do as an actor is to sell yourself.
100%.
To sell yourself. And you're a perfect example of that.
I am. And for everyone who's just joining us, thank you so much for joining us here live today. What a great way to start the week, especially because right now there are so many jobs and new announcements on jobs every single day. And what we're doing today is we are sharing our insight, and the lovely Valorie Hubbard, who's the CEO and founder of Actors Fast Track, we are going to give you all the nitty-gritty insights, help you take the next step to get your acting career going right now, like literally today.
And literally, we're going to give away something really, really big in the next 2 hours. Only this 2 hours. And it's going to be sometime coming up. I'm not going to say when. But the person that interacts the most with us, gets an hour-long session with me to work on your brand and your pitch.
Definitely. And look, we have, so right now, guys, everyone.
And that's a $497 thing.
Ooh, for free?
$500 for free.
What?
We're going to give one away.
Right. So everybody over here, what I want everyone to know is we are live here in New Jersey, coming at you with Actors Fast Track. We're going to give the insights today on being a successful actor in 2026. So come on down if you want to check in with our new live show. We got it going on. We will send you over the link. But more importantly, we got some great people who responded to the questions. So if you guys have any questions over here, please comment below and I will make sure that we get all your questions answered.
Right. So we want to see your comments. So if you want to come over to the live link, just go to actorsfasttrack.com and you can hit the thing that says live show.
Live show.
And it'll take you there. Right. And that's where our live show is right now.
Definitely. So yeah, so Faithful Lawson, I see that you don't really need an agent. And then I saw some of our OGs, Violetta, I see her coming out, guys, coming out right now talking about that. I love when we have our people here. But Faithful Lawson, you do not really need an agent at all, I don't think, because the fact is you don't even know. If you think you need an agent, then my first question would be, do you know your career? What is your career? Because an agent only wants to know what you're doing without them so they can figure out what they can build upon. But if you don't have anything that you put together, hey, Kat from Oxford, England. Yes, we love that. But yes, guys, I think it's important that these are reps. So do they have something to rep yet? I think that's the question I asked myself.
Sorry, I'm so like, sorry.
Okay. It's all the
Okay. You guys, what is an agent? An agent is a commission-based salesperson. What does that mean? They only make money if you make money. So even if an agent thinks you're the most amazing person they've ever met in their entire life, if you don't show any signs of making money, i.e., you've made it before, i.e., you have credits,
right?
i.e., you're auditioning for top shows and movies that you want to be auditioning for, i.e., that you have relationships with your customers, casting directors, producers, and writers. They know you, you know them, they know you by name. That's the first thing. Like so it's kind of like this. This is the way I talk about it. There is a party going on. It's like where all the famous movie stars are, and the working actors and the agents and the producers and the directors and the casting directors. They're all in one party. Most actors are sitting out in the hallway and you're waiting for someone to invite you into the party. Or you're waiting for someone to come out and get you. This ain't going to happen this way. No. You have to go on into the party.
We skipped the line at the party.
You gotta skip the line.
We see that we have Rule Breaker and Rising Star today. Valorie is a rule breaker. Her book is Rule Breakers, but that's the biggest lesson I can tell you all as actors, being an actor myself. The key to being successful in this industry right now is just break the rules, break through it, and start realizing these people are your colleagues. They're not like the gatekeepers anymore. They're your colleagues. They need you. They need to find casting. There you are. They're running a project. They're looking for actors. Yeah. They need you. It's not necessarily like, oh my God, those people will never see me. They only won't see you if you don't let yourself be seen.
Right. The only reason you're not working is because nobody knows who you are. That's it. And can an agent help you? Yes, but let's just tell you just another story about one of our clients that's been with us for 9 years. 9 years, you guys. From the very beginning, she started playing a big game without an agent. She started pitching herself to major movies. She got an audition for Wicked. Then she got an audition for Barbie. Mm-hmm. And now it's getting to the point where she is finding out that she didn't get something. 5 minutes later, they announce on Deadline the cast. So she's getting to this point where it's a matter of time before she books the big thing. It's been 9 years, but when she books it, it's going to be the big thing. Do you understand? And she's done it all without an agent. Yes, she got an audition for Barbie. She got an audition for, Wicked without an agent. And she just signed with her first agent, a voiceover agent, because she's been making money doing voiceover. She's been making money, but now when she books this big thing, it's going to be really big. And she's so close to it.
So close to it. And I think another big thing to point out, guys, the way to kind of shift your mindset about this whole industry is that girl who did that, she found the right people, the decision makers, and she made sure they knew who she was. And it's like knocking on a door and saying, hey, because most of the time people aren't saying hello to the big people, so they assume they can't say hello. And the fact is, no one says hello to them. I'd be really happy if someone's just like, hi, you're awesome. And then be like, what are you doing? And that's the thing with these conversations going. That's how I've had my success because of you.
Yeah. Thank you. And you've gotten to know quite a few big names.
Yes, definitely. I've been very fortunate enough to pitch myself to some franchises I was really interested in. And I got all the way up to the 2 executive producers, one of them being David Heyman. So he knows who I am, which is fantastic.
He produced a little movie called Barbie.
Just Barbie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Just a few of those.
Just a few things. Yeah. And you're his friend.
Yeah. Yeah. I sent him coffee. He's like, please don't send me coffee. And I'm like, no, it's okay. Here, have it. It's from America. But I see a lot of people commenting in the chat. I think the biggest thing I want to know is if you're here because you want to get an agent, comment agent so we can tell you why you don't need your agent. And then also if you are here because you are ready to take the next step to have the success you're looking and dreaming about being an actor, comment below. But we do have some people in the chat over there.
Yeah. So Kat met me this last week. I was at the Actors Pro Expo, which was a virtual event, and we met there. And she said, I got new portfolio pictures last week that I can't wait to start sending to producers and casting directors inspired by Valerie's talks at the expo and start building relationships and connections. Great. Here's the thing. As most of you guys, or if you don't know, if you haven't bothered to look me up, my credits are Castle, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., How I Met Your Mother, Resident Evil, Extinction, True Blood, American Horror Story, pretty much every Disney show. A lot of credits, right? And the way that I did that was by having help. Because here's the truth. Most of us, if we're left to our own devices, we don't get very far, because it's really like if you go, well, I want to get to the forest of being a working paid actor and I'm going to do that. And then you come and you hear someone like me talk and you're like inspired, like Kat is, right? She's inspired to take the next step. The issue is life happens, and we've been so trained in our lives to be part-time actors getting part-time results that it's really hard for us to treat our acting business like our job. Like, what if you had to make a living doing acting? What would you do differently than you're doing right now? Like, if that was the only way for you to eat. And that's the way you should be doing it. But when you're doing it and at first you're not getting any results, like like our client who is now like on the verge of booking something really big after 9 years. But, along the way, she got auditions for Barbie and Wicked, but that took some time. And most people give up before that happens. That's why it's important to get support, ongoing support. And we have a really, really, really great way of giving you support for less than an acting class.
Seriously.
So like literally way less than an acting class, because every acting class I know is between $200 to $500
or more. Seriously.
Like if you study with the top teachers, you're going to be paying way more than that.
100%. I think is really important. What I would love to learn from you is, when did you get that aha moment about actors and in fact, and like creators in general? Because now, we wear multiple hats. We're multi-hyphenates. We're content creators and actors and singers and dancers and all that stuff. When did you see the aha moment about the money part for them?
Oh, well, well, I went to this conference, right? I went to this conference with entrepreneurs. There was like 1,000 businesses there. I was the only acting business. And, the woman on the stage was like, asked us like, what are the pains of your customers? And so I told her, this is what you guys tell me all the time. Well, they wish they had an agent, because if they thought they had an agent, they could just get the career of their dreams. And I start telling her the whole story about what you guys tell me all of the time. She stopped me and she said, where's all the money in that? Don't actors want to make money? And in my head, I'm thinking, honey, you don't even know who you're talking to. You're talking to a real actor. And let me tell you something. Actors don't give a shit about making money, right? They don't care about making money, right? And then all of a sudden I went, oh my God. Oh my God. What if I could get you guys thinking about money? What would you do differently than you're doing right now? So that's why I'm not afraid to come on here and tell you what I sell and why I sell it, because I know I have it and I know I can help you, right? So for minimum like support, generally we sell for 1 year. Like I think it's like the whole year is $12.97.
Yep.
But like, we are going to do something for you guys today.
We got deals for days, guys.
We do get deals for days.
Okay. And everyone joining us on other platforms right now, if you want to come join the conversation and get some new real insight, all you have to do is go to, actorsfasttrack.com?
Actorsfasttrack.com. And then you'll see Go Live on
Go
top.
Live. Yes. So guys, I'm going to put it in the chat. And everyone else here, we are going to tell you all about the exclusives that are now happening, because we have this awesome new live show with Valorie. We're going to keep coming at you, giving you that real insight that you've been dying to hear.
And listen, we're going to keep doing these live shows and we're going to keep teaching you, right? This isn't, we want you to know what it's like to work with us, because my goal in life is to change the way actors do business. And the only way I'm going to do that is by individualizing, helping you guys change. And the only way you're going to change is by consistent action, which is going to take you a while. That's why when I work with an actor, I work for a minimum of 1 year, because you are going to need at least 1 year to get your business up and running, where it's actually maybe even starting to get results, right? You might not get results in the 1 year. Now I had a guy hire me, and 6 months later, he was on a series regular on House of Cards.
Yes, he was.
Yes. And she worked with him on The Americans.
Yes.
And here's the crazy thing. He was a pretty big actor in Russia, but the only thing he had was clips in Russian. And someone told him, don't use that. You can't use that. I was like, yes, you can.
Especially now. You can definitely use that.
I was like, what are you talking about? So he put those on he put them
excited,
and had them transcribed right and put them out there, and in 6 months he was on House of Cards playing a Russian ambassador. Right. So like, that was good, so I always, in anything that you invest in your acting career, your first goal should be to make that money back that you invested. So if you're going to go there's nothing wrong with taking acting classes, and there's plenty of acting classes that can connect you. But what I want for you is I want you to be a working actor. So most actors, like if I ask you what you're doing about your acting career right now, this is what you're going to tell me. you're getting new headshots because you're suck. You're looking for an agent because you need a better one because you're sucks. And you're going to take this amazing acting class you just heard about. Great. That is why you're failing.
Exactly.
Because you didn't say
Boom.
anything about selling yourself. That should be your number one activity on a regular basis. Looking for acting work and getting in touch with your customers. Then you can, listen, I had people hire me. They were terrible actors. They did the branding work. They put themselves out there. They got in front of someone and they booked an HBO show because they didn't care about her talent. They were looking for a certain look and she had it and she took her product out in front of people. You can learn as you go.
Yeah, I think a big thing to mention, guys, is just the fact that there are people out there, I don't want to say less talented, but less talented than you that are taking your jobs because they're giving themselves the permission to take the risk to put themselves out there. And I love this big comment I get right now. Candace said that she thinks that she's gotten everything on her own, but it's hard doing it alone. And I'm going to say this. If you are not already part of the Actors Fast Track community, whether that's in biz school, whether that's taking one of our other classes, because we also show you other ways to make money that you can reinvest in yourself, then you should definitely be joining us today, especially because it is middle of June.
Yeah.
By I kid you not, by the same month, same date. So by September 15th, 16th, you could be making easily minimum $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
Minimum $5,000 a month. I'm on track to make my goal of $10,000 a month right now because I've diversified my portfolio as an actor, and I've also demanded my own non-negotiables, and I've used the things I promote myself with for every type of work that I do, whether that's UGC, content creation, also booking work. I just booked a job last night, but I was like, sorry, I can't. I got to be here today. And it was a direct booking.
She turned $1,500 down to be here with me today.
Exactly. Because guys, we want to break. I want to help.
But she recommended people for the job.
I did. And that's the best thing, guys. Another thing about Actors Fast Track being part of the community, it's not just about what you're going to learn, but the community supports you. So and Violet, I love your question. I'll answer in 1 second. But I think that the big thing is that community is where people stop. And I feel like a community is where a lot of people struggle in general because there's always competition. But the reality is I just booked 2 girls that would have never had that opportunity before to get them jobs with Sarah V today, literally VaynerMedia content. And it was a direct booking. And the casting director initially reached out to me because I'm friends with her. So guys, I'm telling you, you can make friends with these people that are constantly thinking about you because you made a good impression on them. And then they can also trust, didn't feel comfortable sending you to the production people who then trust you. And then because you help them find something, they have so much more trust in me. And that's the reality. Having community where I know at Actors Fast Track, all of those actors are in it for one specific goal. And the goal is that you are trying to have a living, successful career, however you define that, as an actor.
Yeah.
That's my dream. That's your dream. All of our dreams might be more specific, but that's what you're going to achieve by being a part of this community.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. The user-generated content thing that since you brought it up, so we have this user-generated content course, which is amazing. UGC course, it's $97. It's normally $497 PS. So it's $97. It's amazing. The other person that teaches it besides Jordan, how much money are you making a year doing UGC?
Right now, I think I'm back up to maybe $150K this year.
150K.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Mike, the other teacher, is on board to make $250,000 this year doing user-generated content.
And he's a rock star. And the best thing I like to say about that, he made money doing this, but this is not this work. Don't let other people that aren't actors take those jobs. Not that I don't think they're doing a good job, but you came here to get that work and they're putting themselves out there more. They're not worried about having the most perfect material to send out.
Yeah, right. You guys have a leg up because you're an actor. You know how to self-tape.
Oh, yeah.
You know how to light. You know how to do all those things. And oh my God, you can be, you can be doing really well with that. I wish I would have had this when I got out of acting school.
Right? Yeah.
There were 3 networks when I got out of acting school. There wasn't even Fox yet, there was PBS, but ABC, NBC, CBS was it in America. Right. And so now now, and you can, yeah. Oh, good. She
Yeah,
put a thing up. She put a thing up.
Yeah, guys, we have the thing up for the UGC course. So Candace asked a great question more about UGC. Also, everyone live right now on Instagram. We are live with Actors Fast Track and our new live show. Go to actorsfasttrack.com and go click the go live button to join the conversation and get some goodies and giveaways valued at like $500 or more. Anyway, so guys, the question about UGC. I'm become a UGC creator because I like Valorie likes to keep me grounded. She's one of the only people that can do that because I like to wear many hats. It's a problem. But I really got focused. I think I had a really deep conversation with her where she was like, well, what do you want? I'm like, well, I like doing all these things. Well, maybe you just want to be a producer. And just doing that really kind of hurt me because that's not what I want to do. But now with the world of UGC, I can do all those things. I can use my skill set for myself and not give it away and have that time taken away from my acting career. Right. So what's been great about UGC, there's more opportunities. You don't have to be an influencer. You can get really good with your like camera work, your mic work, your lighting work, which is only going to make you get what? Do better self-tapes. Yet, and honestly.
And you can make literally, you guys, listen, $250 freaking $1,000. That's $250,000 in 1 year. Can you see what you could do? You can produce your own short film. You could take it to film festivals. I mean, there's a lot of ways to climb the mountain. That's what I want you to hear. And money always makes it sweeter. Yeah. It really does.
It really does make it sweeter. And I think what's great about the UGC course is that both Mike Provenzano and myself have two very different approaches. I come at more like a more forward-facing creative end, and he comes at as more a structured, niche-specific end. But we both, at the end result, are making money in the space. So whether or not like you want to be more my direction or his direction, all it matters is that any age, any person, any talent can make money doing user-generated content and live stream content. I mean, right now I'm live with Valorie. I'm going to go live every day this week with another company that invited me to go live with them. I just got back from a trip from Miami with another company that I went live with and then got more offers to do that. And all that host work got me offered a TV show to do host work. So guys, literally every leg up counts.
So. Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that because a lot of times like with vertical content, and a lot of you guys know about vertical content, which is like, right now bad soap operas, but everyone's coming on board this new way of doing it. But I hear a lot of actors tell me, well, I don't want to do vertical content because it'll make me look bad. Okay, let me say something about that. I used to hear that from my friends that would do back in the olden days, when we had regular soap operas, you had to do a minimum of a 3-year contract. And I would hear people all the time, well, I don't want to do, they would turn down a 3-year contract on a soap opera because they didn't want to get pigeonholed. But I'm going to tell you, we have an old client, Mariah Boone. She is literally the star right now in America of verticals. And now I've watched her graduate to all other bigger projects and then bigger red carpets. So I don't buy into that at all, where it doesn't matter. Like any publicity is good publicity. Haven't you ever heard of that? Ask the Kardashians, ask them. Like you guys, like it doesn't matter. Just get on, and when you're making money and when you're getting successful, no matter if it's in UGC or verticals, you're doing good. You're doing good.
100%.
Right?
I think the big thing right now with verticals, one of my best friends who started acting a year ago, now it's like 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And last year she booked a vertical last year. Now, 2 years into it, she's one of the top vertical actresses. She's booking on every single thing. She was flown to she went to Turkey, she went to Morocco, she was filmed in different places, goes to Canada. She's booking all the time, and she knows her stuff together. And I can't say what show, but she just booked the series regular in one of the biggest book series right now. That's a TV series, and she is slated to do 7 seasons. That was a dream of hers. Now she's doing it. All because of the consistent relationship she's been making in that space of verticals. And I will say the vertical content, yeah, a lot of it can be very crappy. You can make the decisions to do it, but getting into it is really great. And also, I just saw one with Eric Roberts. So, you know, if Eric Roberts is there, he's going to start bringing all the people in. So, yeah, I definitely recommend it. But anyone has any questions about UGC?
Yeah, can you explain a bit more about?
Of course.
Okay, yeah, I can explain a bit more.
Yeah.
So the way that our one client has made $250,000 this year is this. Companies send him a brief, right? It doesn't matter. We have clients all over the world doing this, Kat. They'll send him a brief. They'll make an offer. Like he submits himself, and we give you a list in our UGC course of all the products, of all the places you can find work, right? So he submitted himself this is how it started. He'd submit himself for a project, and it might be a 30-second spot for 150. So initially he took that, then he did the spot, and they sent him the brief, they'd hire him, then he'd send him the spot, and then, you know, and it's usually like, you know, they'll send you a script or they'll send you the points that you're hitting. Can you shoot it outside while you're walking down the sidewalk? Great. And then you send them some B-roll, right? Which is like your hand holding the product or whatever. They usually tell you what they want.
Breakdown.
And then they pay you, right? Now, the way he made to $250,000, the more then he started to build relationships with those people, right? So they liked what he did for them the first time. And then they asked him back, and then they're like, hey, can you do a whole month? And his minimum rate is $1,000 a day. So, you know, like if they're like, well, we want 4, he had to learn. Well, he's a negotiator. In fact, in our Actors Biz School, he teaches negotiation for actors because we have to learn how to do that.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of Actors Biz School, so today, guys, we are offering some really amazing things. So what I think is really great is I want you all to know when you seriously jump in Actors Fast Track in any aspect of it, you're going to be enveloped with not only a community, but a bunch of resources that honestly you can't get anywhere else. So for example, today we have our amazing UGC course. Literally totally broke down the price to everybody because we want everyone to be able to make money. We want to show you how to make money because of her, I'm becoming financially free. That's a huge win for me that I wanted to do. Now, also we have access to Actors Biz School, which is literally a university of everything an actor or creator needs to become successful in this new fast-paced world that we're living in. And I think that, you know, when you sign up for the Biz School, which right now comes with the Breakthrough program, right now, which is $9.97, which is honestly ridiculously
for the whole year.
For the whole year.
Or $97 a month. That's the deal we're offering right now.
I mean, imagine what you're spending $97 a month on now. Like every single app. My Backstage is already costing me to $27.99 plus show facts for the year. I mean, guys, the way we spend money, like you can get access to all these things, follow everything up, and really start booking and have like lifelong access when you sign up with it for the year.
Yeah, and like you get a lot of me. We meet 3 times a month. We just had our mastermind this morning. Last week's mastermind, our guest was Sam Anderson, the lead in Amandaland, which is the #1 show in the UK right now.
Amazing.
And he was our guest, and he, you know, and it was so great to hear him, who's the star of The Biggest Show, was in the original History Boys, for him to say that he has imposter syndrome was like mind blowing, right? And to realize that people have imposter syndrome all, you know, everyone does. Margot Robbie does, I'll bet you.
I bet she has really bad imposter syndrome. She's going through every different direction. Guys, I think that everyone needs to know that, you know, I've been really interested in Youngblood lately. He's my new little like favorite thing because he talks about the fact that you really grow and evolve yourself. And the people at a certain level of fame, they even struggle with like what to do next. And they have people around them to try to figure it out and also reinvent themselves as an artist. You can still be true to your artistry and be a badass business person. And I think that's something that you all need to understand. And that's what we're going to give you. So the Breakthrough track right now, I will say, significantly helped me. This is something that was building as I've been with Actors Fast Track for 10 freaking years, which is crazy. I stalked her. It's a whole story. It's a whole story. But for me, what I love about it is that the Biz School has, I mean, I taught and ChatGPT for Actors course, which helps you maximize your social media. There's courses about contracts.
You taught social media course.
Mm-hmm. Social media. We talked UGC. And then also, I think we're in the middle of doing an editing class. I mean, there are so many opportunities to help people get successful without having to just buy module after module after module from people that really aren't utilizing it or really aren't really knowing how to use it, but they're just selling it.
And also part of that is so we meet in person 3 times a month,
which is huge.
So then if you come to me and you say, I need to fire my agent, well, the first thing I'm going to do is go watch How to Get, Keep, or Fire Your Agent, because before you fire your agent, I want you to try to keep it, right? I want you to see if there's a way that you can communicate with your agent better than you are right now.
I love all the people that asked about finding an agent and are freaking out knowing that they could fire their agent. That's a thing? Like, you could do that?
Yeah, right. It's so funny because when I went to acting school, with like Ann Dowd, and Gillian Anderson was behind us, and Michael Rooker and Kevin Anderson. Well, Michael Rooker, right after he got out, he got an agent, right? He was so good and so talented. And before Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, which was his first claim to fame movie, we heard through the grapevine that he fired his agent. I remember we were all like, he fired your agent? Scandalous, right? But I watched Kate Walsh go through. Mm-hmm. I watched Kate Walsh fire every agent back to the agent that she had in the beginning, right? Like, big actors. I've seen a lot of actors become famous, and I've helped a lot of actors, and no one ever talks to you about their agent. No working actor ever talks to you about your agent.
No, I'm not like, oh, my agent was so cool yesterday. No. They
thank them when they win an award, but that's like, they're not.
That's about it.
No, they're not going to talk to you ever about that. They're going to talk to you about what story they want to tell or what script they're writing,
Exactly. Now, I have a manager, which I really, really love. And I got my manager through the skill set I learned at Actors Fast Track. And also, I communicate my type of career that I want to him instead of worrying about the fact that he needs to get something and I need to just say okay to it. And I think that's another thing. You put yourself in control with Actors Fast Track.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Right. So go over to actorsfasttrack.com, you guys, if you want to come on here and live and be up for winning, because we're giving away a $497 package.
Crazy.
It's a brand. I'm going to work with you for an hour on your brand and your pitch. And if you don't know what a pitch is, it's a 1-minute pitch where you either pitch your customers, casting directors, producers, and writers, or it's a 1-minute pitch that you can use for agents. Completely different pitch. So whatever you want to spend that hour on, if you want to build both pitches, we can try to do that in one hour. That's hard to do, but we can try. We can at least build the basis of your pitch. So it's a $497. We're going to give it away for the people that are most actively participating right now in this chat. So come on over and win it.
Yeah, definitely win it. I'm getting everybody from my team right now on my live on Facebook to come over here because we need more actors here, guys. I want to share it with your friends right now. And the more you engage, guys, you might be the person to win that awesome deal today. So make sure.
That's a $500, because yes, my minimum is $1,500 a day, right? So people pay a lot of money to work with me privately. Right. This is why I'm so excited about what we can offer you guys, the breakthrough track, because it is a chance to get my attention and help me and have me help you in what you need. And there's a ton of support.
So much support. That's probably been the biggest thing. We all help each other find emails. We help each other find ways to pitch. We also hear each other's pitches. And guys, the pitch is really where it's at. What we're pretty much giving you is if you could, after today, go find one of those business coaches that are on here online all the time and just hear them say everything they're saying, we're saying to you, but we're showing you how to use it as an actor, which no one else is doing online.
No. And most of them are telling you how to get an agent. They're telling you how to do one thing. My goal is to get you working and making the living that you want to make as an actor. How much money do you want to make? Where do you see yourself? What's the dream? Like, get specific about it, because the more specific you get about it, the more likely you're going to get it. Right. So we always play a game. Like, everyone that works with us is playing a game. Like, I will get cast in a speaking role in a TV show, or I will get cast in a certain show, or I will get cast in a certain movie, or I will get cast in a Broadway show. Right. Or I can make $50,000 this year doing user generated content. That's a great game to play.
That's a huge, great play, and an easy way to play. And you can build your portfolio. If you are missing out on having a reel, you can 100% build a reel and a portfolio out of your UGC. And that I don't even do my reel work anymore. I just send my portfolio. My portfolio books me regular acting work, theater work, host work, UGC work. Got me to go to China last year. Like, seriously, the possibilities are endless.
You did? You went to China.
I did. I went to China. So yeah, I think the best thing to do. Can you just put your website in there? The best thing to do, guys, is make sure you're taking advantage of these deals, because of the fact that this today is a new way that we are. It's okay. We're just two girls having technology today. Trust, I promise you, we are just excited and having all thumbs today.
Take off the meeting. Mm-hmm. Okay, there you go. Take off the meeting.
Yes,
there you go. And now, if you go there, there's the thing at the top that says "Go Live."
Go live.
Like, look at that. See, live show. It says live show at the top. Actors Fast Track. Yeah. Actorsfasttrack.com. Yes, there are 2 T's in a row.
Yes.
Come and join us. Come over here so you can win a $500 package.
Yes.
Yay. Yay. Yay.
Yeah.
And we're going to continue to do these shows because we want to change. Well, she wants to help me change the way actors do business.
100%. She changed my life completely. Okay, good. Now we are live with all the Facebook people, because I think the best people are on Facebook, and our big community is on Facebook. So hello, everybody here.
Hi.
Live on Facebook, guys.
Hi.
And if you're just joining us, for all the newbies that have joined us right now, hi, everybody. My name is Jordan, and I am an actress and content creator with my favorite mentor, and also the woman that's changed my life completely as an actress, Valorie Hubbard from Actors Fast Track.
Thank you. Look, I have my little Shakespeare necklace on today.
Being prepared.
Yes, I did. I'm Valorie Hubbard, and I've been a working actress for 42 years. My credits are Castle, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., How You Met Your Mother, Resident Evil, Extinction, True Blood, American Horror Story, pretty much every Disney show, and a lot more. And early on in my acting career, I realized that what they taught me in acting school was great as far as it came to acting. But what they didn't tell me is that I'm an entrepreneur. When you get out of acting school, there's a gap that is not filled in for you. Mm-hmm. And that's, how do I make money doing what I love to do? Because I assume you went to acting school so you could do, your dreams could come true.
Yes.
Right? So how do I make that happen? How do I make my dreams come true? How do I actually activate that? And so most of you were told to get an agent. That's what you were told. So a lot of you have gotten agents, and then you're sitting there waiting for the agent to do something.
Like, oh, where's my agent? I wonder what they're going to get me today.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not really doing much. I'm just waiting for my agent. When I got to find an agent first, but I'm just waiting for them because they're going to give me all the work, which is obviously not the answer.
Yes. It's not the answer.
No.
Right? So, and when you're standing still, the only agent you're going to find is another agent standing still. Mm-hmm. And let me also add this. Everything is changing so fast that the agents are now, a lot of them are closing or feeling despondent, because the pathways that we have used for 50 years, Actors Access, Actors No Access, that's what I call it, and Spotlight in London, right? Or casting networks. There's only really 2 companies. There's Talent Link, which is owns Spotlight and casting networks and all that. And then there's Actors Access breakdown services in America. Those roads are breaking down. People aren't using those roads. Case in point, the casting director that won the Oscar this year for casting, the first Oscar ever given, said on a panel, oh no, we didn't use the breakdowns.
Yeah.
Because of NDAs. So they're not putting their auditions on there. The pathway that the agents are used to and know how to use is Actors No Access and Spotlight.
Mhm.
So if the companies that are looking for the parts aren't using those pathways anymore, the agents are kind of throwing their hands up. And they have clients, actors that are over here on YouTube making $250,000 and they're not getting a piece of that. So they're feeling frustrated and they feel like they have to work more, harder for less money, right? So there are new platforms being built that will replace the old way of doing business. That's going to be happening shortly.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, you need to take advantage of this Wild West situation.
Yes. And I think that a great way to do that, guys, we have like 3 amazing offers today, but don't forget, remember, if you are just joining us, go invite your friends, bring them over, share the link, have them come in today, because everyone who comes in gets a chance to enter the giveaway where they're getting an amazing, amazing gift. And we'll announce it at the end who's the winner. But more importantly, guys, I want to hear from your friends. I want to hear from you. What are you struggling with? I was an actor struggling. I was afraid that I wasn't getting the jobs that I wanted. And I was afraid I had to do the same plan as everybody else. You know what I learned? I can have my own way of doing things. And because of doing that, now I'm getting back into it. For those that follow me on social media, I am heavily trying to get into How You Do Rivalry right now. And I've interviewed some of the cast, publicists from some of the famous people that are like the musicians and stuff in it are hitting me up. And beyond that, I am literally making relationships in Canada, which is now I want to work in Canada. There's so many opportunities, and also indie film, which is very much has enveloped because of this project. Anything is possible because you don't know who you're going to meet and you don't know how you're going to build that relationship if you don't have a foundation.
Yeah. And you never know how it's going to work out. Like, I think a lot of times we make a choice about what we're going to do based on what we think it's going to, but it's so crazy how we never know how it shows up. Mm-hmm. But if you're not putting yourself out there, it won't show up. It's just like, what is that? Opportunity meets
preparation.
Preparation.
I think it's preparation.
Yeah. That's luck.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if you're sitting home waiting for an agent to discover you or to figure out like, she wants to know your IG handle.
My IG handle is Jordie, JORDIE _starbaby, STARBABY. Because I'm a star baby. But yeah, guys, I've had my handle for forever and it has gotten me so many things. I was invited, I kid you not, I started rejection therapy this year because I figured that was a great way to also practice what I learned here and force myself to put myself out there, that I've invited to so many events, I can't even go to them, which is crazy because I wanted to get involved with more New York City events to get more New York City opportunities. Yeah. And that's what's been happening. I mean, I've been in a reading last couple of weeks. I've been shipped to Miami the last couple of weeks. I had this offer last night that I couldn't do. I got my friends booked in it. I'm here working with her. I mean, literally, I think that everyone thinks that when you live in New York. So guys, also, wherever you are, please comment in the chat, where are you coming from today? Because I know that in New York, everyone thinks you like put yourself drop in the bucket, things just getting thrown at you. And the reality is they're not getting thrown at you. They're in little corners and pockets and backs of bars and in coffee shops and in libraries and just having fun with mutual people.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we have clients from all over the world,
mm-hmm.
right? So, I don't know. I have this thing in Vienna all of a sudden. Like, I have all these people in Vienna.
Very fancy.
Right. Weird. So we love to, Candace is from London. So good to see that. So but she's American. Yeah. Yeah. I have a client that is from Oklahoma, but he's Venezuelan and he lives in Barcelona.
I love that.
We're living in this global world now, and the work is global.
Yes.
Yes, New Jersey,
the foreign land of New Jersey,
Chicago. That's where I went to acting school. Yeah.
So guys, let us know where you're coming from, and also let us know what is something that you really wanted to learn today. Candace, I love the fact that you're talking about UGC, because I have a UGC for Actors solution for you, where I know for a fact you can take this course and start making your first $1,000 the first month, and maybe get up to $5,000 the next month. And I highly recommend it for anyone really trying to just put their foot in the water. And also what's great is that this is a return on investment. You get full access. You can watch it so many different times. Yeah. And it's applicable to everything that's happening today. So you'll be able to just start booking, start pitching.
This will totally help you. The UGC course. It's got everything in it. It's got it's all the recordings of Jordan teaching 2 classes, Mike teaching 2 classes, and then Q&As that we shared with you, and a bunch of like a whole Google Doc full of stuff like samples and
sites,
and then you get support on our in our UGC course in our Actors Biz School. You get support on that, so that's a great price because we sold it, for $497. That's what we normally sell it for. So it's a great price.
It's a great price. Now, let's see if you're not ready to get into UGC, or maybe you've been doing UGC and you want to make sure you're getting involved in that other type of work that you're really looking for. Let's say you live in all my New Yorkers here. Okay. Let's say you're in New York. The first thing you want to get on is Law and Order. That's everyone's like gateway drug, right? Everyone's like, we got to get on it. I haven't gone on it yet. I will eventually, but like
I've auditioned like 30 times.
It's insane. But the fact is this, like, that's such a simple place. Now that house they do so many different shows. The casting directors they work with, they've been working with for years. Therefore, you need to make relationships with these people. And we show you how to make relationships with those people in the courses that we have in the biz school, which is you can get access to in the breakthrough package, which is the $97 a month, or you can pay in full and get an awesome time with Valorie.
Yeah. If you pay in full, you get 2 privates with me throughout the year that you can use at any time that you want to. And hey, maybe if you participate today, you might even win the $497 1 hour. So then you'd have like a bunch of time with me.
Oh yeah.
But let me talk about how we work. We meet 3 times a month in a mastermind, we call it. We just had ours this morning. They're always recorded and sent out to you. And at least once a month, we have a private guest, which it could be we've had the showrunner for NCIS. We've had people, the executive producer from 911.
The guy from Lucifer.
We've had the showrunner from Lucifer. We've had one of the stars of Amanda Land. Like we've had influencers that come on, because I want to bring people to you that give you different ideas on how to do it, and also a perspective on what you didn't think about. Also, you can get their information and pitch to them, because they're always like, the guy from NCIS is like, I want everyone's stuff. So all my clients got to send their headshots and resumes and reels to NCIS, which is like, that's a gift that keeps on giving.
And if you sign up with the breakthrough package today, you will also get access to our amazing database that I know I've heavily contributed to, and so many other people in Actors Fast Track have contributed to.
Yeah, we do have a database.
And it builds and builds and builds, and therefore you can find the right person to pitch. So not only are you learning how to do these things, we're also giving you the resource that's probably the hardest resource to get, which are the names and the emails and everything. So we really want to just make sure everyone has the opportunity to succeed. So I see so many people in the comments. I see Kat, Candace. Who else is here? Violetta's here.
Violetta's here. And someone else, I just saw someone else make a comment that I was like, oh, there's so many comments. Hold on. Let me go see. Oh, Rose is here. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
And Danae is here. And yeah. Oh, I love these. Go on, you guys. These guys are like all over. Go on, Kat Baxter. She is like really commenting. Oh my God, we have a lot of comments. Okay. Right. We have to keep up, y'all. We have hi,
Janae. Hi.
Also, you get to pitch yourself twice a year as part of the break.
Look at us forgetting all the amazing things.
As part of the breakthrough track, $97 a month. You get to pitch yourself twice during the year. In the summer, coming up at the end of the summer, July 26th, actually, you get to pitch yourself for agents and managers from all over the world. You do a 1-minute pitch live on Zoom. And then after, you get their email address so you can send them a pre-recorded pitch with maybe some of your clips edited in there, right? So that's good. And then in the winter, you get to pitch yourself to casting directors, producers, and writers. Again, a 1-minute pitch. And we help like today's mastermind this morning, we were helping and listening to our clients' 1-minute pitch that they're already putting together to get an agent, right? So yeah, so we'll help you do that. So you do that. So you get that.
Yeah, you get that.
What else you get? Oh, you get like a retreat. We do 3 retreats with.
We do retreats. We also, I think what's important is that Valorie has made so many great relationships, as some of us as well who are involved have done, that she invites like really big industry members to come in and talk to us and ask questions through the retreats, that we might end up bringing some of them on these lives. So guys, if this is your first time hanging out with us on StreamYard, don't worry. We are going to be doing these consistently and have more and more shows. Today, we're just so excited. I feel like we're having like a little talk back and like with everybody, but
we're all over we're like Valorie and Jordan show.
Yeah.
Because we've been meaning to do this for a long time.
Yeah, so we've been like, we have so much to say. Okay. But I want to say this, guys, you are the first people to take advantage of this new live. And what I love about it is that we can give you dedicated access to help answer your questions that you're really, really wondering about. So if anyone has anything specifically, Violet, I promise I would answer your question. I try to film fancy cinematic and I feel like they don't look nice enough, TV film enough. I think, here's what I think. Everyone's so worried about being perfect that they're not worried about acting. The fact of the matter is that I feel people are so concerned about the aesthetic. Just do the job. If you come off,
it's so true.
It is, yeah.
You know, I was thinking about Diamante, who's one of our clients, who, you know, she came in from Snowmageddon. You know, we had like Snowmageddon this winter, like where we were dumped on. And she came in, she had no makeup on, she'd been shoveling snow. She turned on her phone and talked about a product. Then she sent the video to the product people and they were like, we want to pay you to do product. Yeah. And she had no makeup on and she had just shoveled a shit ton a lot of snow. And then she sent it out, right? Like she sent it to them and they loved it. So it's not, you know, it really isn't about like being perfect. They don't want perfect with user generated
They
content.
definitely don't. And I really love that story, because one of the first assignments that we give you when you take the UGC course is I suggest that you guys pick one of your favorite products in your house, something that you know, something that you use, and literally just create a video with it. Yeah. And the fact is you can then take that video and email directly to the marketing person, because you would find about that in our LinkedIn course when you get the breakthrough package. Okay. Like literally pitch them and say, hey, I'm a huge fan of your product. Here's something that I've done. I'd love to work with you guys. Please let me know if you have any openings for creators. Done.
Right.
Okay. And then you get to set the tone of how they see you, because you're showing them that you're invested. Therefore, they should invest in you.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So beautiful. That's so great. Yeah. We're going to be giving away a free brand pitch session, an hour with Valorie. Yes. Here in a little bit. And it's really about who is participating the most and really showing up here. And we're excited to have you guys here. Really. It's amazing. And we, you know, we talk about so many things. And sometimes I go, you know, if I'm talking to actors all day, Jordan, I'll be like, did I already say that? Because I find better ways all of the time of saying what I mean. Like when I used to teach acting, I used to say what you mean and mean what you say. Right. And better ways of explaining to you so you get it. Because the truth is that most of you just need to have someone like me pick up your brain inside your head and turn it around, because everything you've been taught is doing you a disservice.
Exactly. Candace said, for UGC, do you ever feel like you're selling any brand's product that you might not actually use or really love that much? Or great question. It's no different than getting a job that you don't really like, but they're going to pay you good money. It's in your own discretion what you want. It's like, do you want to be right or you want to make money? Now, there's certain times where like there's a brand. I know that this brand, even if they're not paying me enough, but having that brand in my portfolio is going to make me look so good, then I would do it. But I also think it's important to also lead with integrity. Like I used to pitch a lot for a big job that I was very, very close to, and I do not actively do anything with that anymore because I don't believe in the ethics behind that brand anymore. So I think it's important to do your research. Make sure you're talking about things that, you know, when people find out about you, that you feel comfortable being a representative of. But like, just so you know, one of the companies I do content for are these women's vaginal probiotics. And we talk about intimate moisture. And you can only imagine how many jokes I have to say about that. Mom is so proud because I'm making money. So at the end of the day, you have to figure out where your boundaries are.
Yeah.
And that's a big lesson that you also teach about what are your non-negotiables as an actor.
Yeah, it's your business and you make the rules. And listen, Kat, does it take a while to get good at UGC, or do people find it usually very natural? It takes a while to get good at anything, but I think that, yeah, I mean, I think good UGC is really I think that's why we like you to practice in the beginning. Also, you have content, Kat, right? Like, that you'll have content if you do this. Like, start with picking up products in your house that you love.
Yeah, and I can
yeah, because like, okay, Anna is a perfect example. Anna's a client. She had really bad acne that she had to get through, and she went through a lot to get through that. You know, some of you guys can relate to that, right? And she's found medication and things that have helped her to get through this journey of getting rid of her acne, because she's an actress and she doesn't want to have the acne, right? And so she just talked about those products, and it was so real.
Yeah.
Because she believes in them and they saved her life. Right. So that's the realness we have to find with any role we're playing. I mean, I play people all the time in movies and television that I would totally disagree with. I mean, I'm married to a black man and I play racist all the time. Okay. So, but when you do that, you have to find the humanity and that, because you can't be outside of a character commenting on it. So start with the things that you believe in, Kat, and sell those things. That way you can get yourself some, you can get yourself some video that you can upload. Like, say you can submit in Backstage, Kat.
Oh, 100%. Backstage is a treasure trove of jobs.
For global.
They
don't care. They would.
And let me tell you, people are curating the UGC jobs off Backstage and putting them on creator sites of like, look at these jobs listed today. They're spreading our work, guys. So I'm just saying. But another thing I think is really excellent that you pointed out, just to give you guys some perspective, whether you like TikTok or not, you don't have to go on TikTok, but UGC, the videos you make are very, very simple. Use products that you like. I just came back from the TikTok Health Summit, and the company I work for, we were rewarding all the people who earned the most for that brand. The majority of our winners were making $105K to $500K per month on this brand. They were all like 20-year-old frat boys selling women's probiotic products because they made it funny and they were putting so much stuff out there. I'm not saying you have to do that to get to a crazy place, but imagine the fact that you can make something simple that you already use, put it online in a video, you connect it to the thing, you just start talking about it, and the rewards that you'll get, because that's what a lot of brands are doing now. That's why they like UGC so much, because they're getting results from real people. You're the user generating the content, so it's more honest.
Yeah. And that's what they want.
Yeah.
They don't want I have a commercial running right now with John Hamm. He was so nice. And I play Edna, this like woman that doesn't care about anyone or anything, right? Which I play her a lot. But, she's super character. That's why I work a lot as an actress, because I play super character-y things, right? So, but like with UGC, they want it to feel like you use the product and that it changed your life, right? And you guys have most of you have fallen for that already on TikTok Shop. I buy a lot on TikTok Shop.
Yeah. And they'll reward you. They'll even give you back a refundable sample for just promoting them and making one sale. Yeah. So just think about it. I mean, that's a simple way to also like have a good ROI. So if you're investing in these things for yourself, and then you can make content around it because you obviously bought it for a reason and has a link to it to make money. We talk about that. We haven't talked about that fully in our UGC course. It's definitely coming because there's such a big need in live and shop and all that good stuff. But I really want to say I'm so grateful for all the work that I've received because of that.
Yeah, great. Awesome. Oh God, I lost my train of thought. There was something that you said that made me go, oh.
I'm so excited. My mouth keeps going dry.
Here, listen, I'm ready to give away one of these things.
Are you?
Yeah. I really think that. Okay. Listen, we want to give away one of our 1 hours right now, $4.97, and we're going to give it away to Kat Baxter.
Surprise. Kat Baxter, congratulations.
Kat Baxter.
We're going to give you that awesome $4.97.
You have been on it and commenting.
Yes.
So Kat, we have your email, so we'll reach out to you and we'll get you on my calendar for your 1 hour.
Yay, we love that.
But hey, we might give away another one. We got another hour to go.
Yeah, guys.
Another, I don't mind giving away another one. So stay on. Or if you're over here, come over here. Go to actorsfasttrack.com and hit live show and you'll be in this live show. And you can win. So I'm going to spend an hour with Kat. We're going to talk about, your brand, what you're selling, and how to sell that. I mean, you can get a lot done in an hour with me. A lot.
Oh, yeah. I think, it's a great thing we could segue to about that is that you get to learn about branding. If you don't know your actor brand, if you don't know how people see you, who you're putting off, if you're really putting yourself in the right roles for you and how you're attacking the jobs that you want, are you really giving off what you want to be seen?
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, so if you're just joining us, what is up, everybody? Welcome to our new live show with the lovely and powerful rule-breaking Valorie Hubbard here at Actors Fast Track. We're here to sit down and have a lovely chat with you all about what our favorite topic is. Making money for actors and actors keep making money. I think that my favorite thing you've ever said that from one of the first things I met you, you said, if you told me there was $1 million in this room,
yes,
and I could keep it if I found it, you would tear the room apart. So the $1 million is there. You just have to go get it, not sit and find. You're not going to sit and manifest the.
But if I told you your acting career was in this room, you'd be like, well, I heard it's all about luck. I might not find it. Like you'd have all these excuses. But I'm telling you, it's here. So you got to treat your career like it's going to happen. It is, because it will. Because now, listen, when I first started that, I didn't believe that. I thought it just happened for some of the people, but I've worked with so many actors at this point. What I have seen over and over and over again is the people that stay consistent hit the gold.
100%.
100%. Right? Like, Violetta right here. Perfect example. Someone that kept putting herself out there. Last year, she got the audition for the lead in a series on Amazon by pitching herself. So next, she'll get that part, right?
Oh, yeah.
She's just staying consistent to the action of getting in front of the people that are most likely going to buy her.
And that to me is what is so important about the Actors Biz School, because there's a whole branding section, which I think a lot of us forget. We're like, the stereotypes before, oh, you're the girl next door. I've never been the girl next door. I'm the bull in the china shop. Okay. But I look cute doing it. Right. So, but like for me, I never felt like that. But years ago, we always had like the ingenue vibes and this kind of, you can be the ingenue, but you can be a badass now. Like the lines have blurred. You just have to understand your branding. So I think a great thing to do that we love to talk about that I know really changed the game for me, and I still use it to this day, it modifies as I get older and I learn more things about myself, but is my brand pitch. And Violet is a great person to explain because she really knows her pitch to such a niche that she knows that it's going to go right to her buyers, and her buyers are going to see it and know exactly what they're getting.
Because she's selling it to the people that are going to buy it.
Yes.
Right. Like I always tell the story, like, there was the Girl Scout, cookies, and if they set up in front of a Weight Watchers meeting, no one would buy them. But if they set up in front of the marijuana dispensary, everyone's going to buy it. Right.
And they did.
Right. And so you got to go take your, Spookdorable. That's her brand. You got to take your product in front of the people that are going to buy it. Right. You're going to work a lot. Right. So the famous Disney story, where when I first got to LA, it was scary. I had a huge career in New York. I had worked, and I left with the promise of doing more television. I got out to LA and my agent disappeared. He literally disappeared, furniture out of the office, lights off. Right. And it was kind of like, Schitt's Creek without a paddle, right? Like that's what it felt like. And that was the scariest moment for me, because I had gone to the really big acting school, and I've had 24 agents and managers in my career, but so I'd never really been without. And even though most of them weren't great, like I'd never really been without. And so it was a time where I felt like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Now I had always been doing what I was teaching you guys to do, but in combination with having an agent, I was doing that. Right. So here I was without an agent.
Mhm.
So I asked myself the question, where is my quickest path to cash? Where's the place that Valorie Hubbard can get hired the fastest? The answer to that was Disney.
Yes.
Right. So I took my product to Disney, and I won't go into the whole story because you'll hear that if you come to one of my events or you're around me.
Yeah.
You'll hear it. But I took my product to Disney and they bought it.
Her product being her, she took it to Disney. She walked in like nobody's business, and everyone, because people saw her already in the space.
Yes.
So that there would be no differentiation, like this is a random person. No, they already saw her because she knew her product.
Yeah. And I've done a lot other things like HBO and ABC and CBS and NBC and Comedy Central and every other thing, right? I've done all of that stuff. But it was Disney that I knew that was the most likely. It was the marijuana dispensary for my cookies, right? That's what it was, right? And so, like, yeah, right. It was the thing that was most likely going to buy me. And I was true. It was also, I had this misnomer, which I learned later wasn't true. I was like, oh, big stars don't work on Disney. Wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Super wrong now.
Yeah. I mean, and I was around Zendaya and Miley. Of course, I'm in the Hannah Montana movie. So, yeah. So
I think that's great about that. We're talking about brands because we also, when you come to Actors Fast Track and you do the branding exercise, you also need to sit down and like, who has the acting career that you want? So if you don't know those things, chances are you're feeling at a loss. So come hang out with us for $97 a month. You can come hang out with us and learn those things about yourself. And not only that, build on it. And I think that a great thing about that is also like seeing yourself in the projects that you want and really learning like how to move that product to those places. Like, and how are you going to do it differently than everybody else?
Yeah. So also, we do have one more thing that we offer here today. There's 3 things we're offering here today. The user-generated content course, it's normally $497, but we're offering it today for $97. Next, the breakthrough track, $97 a month for a year. You join us and you get a ton. But say you're one of those people that needs more hand-holding, right? You want to spend more time with me. We have the next level up, which is Rising Star Track, which is normally $29.90. So it's a savings of $500 today for $24.97 for the year. And there is a payment plan on that of $247 a month. With that, you get all of the things in the breakthrough track. Plus, you get 6 private appointments with me throughout the year that you can use in any way. And we have a weekly accountability call where you get to make sure people hold you accountable to what you say you're going to do, which a lot of us need that. Like I go to spin class because if I got on a spin bike on my own, good luck with that. I need someone to tell me what to do. Then also we have these cohorts, these small little groups that meet twice a month. Guess what? She leads one of them and I lead the other one.
Exactly.
And then that's a chance to even get more intimate with us and ask us questions and work on projects right within that. And so that is a level up. If you want to level up, we have an offer on that today too. So those are our 3 specials today. And of course, we just gave Kat an amazing prize.
Woo!
Yay!
So if anyone is interested in learning more about any of those programs, please comment below the one that's interesting to you. And also, I would love to hear from everybody. What roles do you want? I want to see what roles people want because I want to know if you're thinking about it. Because I think some of us just say film and TV. Film and TV is not the answer to what roles you want.
Yeah, listen, when I ask most actors what you want, this is what you tell me. Well, Valorie, I just want to be a working actor.
Cool.
Well, do you have a job? Yes. Do you call that working? Yes. Do you call yourself an actor? Yes. You're already getting what you're asking for. Yes. And Candace, as someone that just joined Breakthrough Track, you can have you can start over at any point throughout this year into Rising Star, and you just pay me the difference, and I will give you that price of $24.97. So if you say, Valorie, I want to, and you just paid, I think you joined the breakthrough track, you can say, I want to step up to Rising Star. Great, $14.97, or you can do like, I think it's $177 a month or something like that. So you could do that if you wanted to. So just let me know if you want to do that. We can hook you up with that. No problem.
Awesome. Did you miss anyone else? No,
I want to be on Sesame Street. Yes.
Rose, you should definitely be on Sesame Street.
So tell us what else you want. Like, I want you guys, well, Rose actually, so Rose is a client, and the game that she's playing is to get her own children's show.
Love it.
You know, some people are playing that. Okay, great. Yeah, so think about, like, I want you guys to get clear about what the vision is. Oh, good. I would love a role with comedic timing, as in Spider-Man, or have the energy as Storm when she's serious. Well, that's specific.
That's very specific. Someone wants to be in a Marvel world.
The Marvel world. All right. So we have people that play that game. We had someone that went hard on getting an audition for Green Lantern, and he's already someone that has credits, you guys.
That he got himself.
Right? So he went hard on that, like hard. We have another one that went hard on becoming Spider-Gwen and is still playing that game. Mm-hmm. She created fandom for herself. Yep. Right? That's a really good thing. There's a lot of strategies to get that. Yes. Also,
I love that both Violetta and Danae are talking about, like, you guys want to play in worlds. And what I think is great is that those worlds you have access to those worlds because the source materials everywhere. So you have different ways that you can break into that. So I think that's awesome. Like Violetta, I know all those things, the Stranger Things, the Stephen King. You bet, you're meant to be in all those worlds. But I think that it's great that you really just dive in and find so many different entry points just in that world. You don't have to focus on all the other stuff that everyone else is doing. If that's what your world is, if that's what you're hungry for, that's what you're going to eat.
Yeah.
And I think I got really, for those who don't know, I got really, really close on Harry Potter, and then I stopped because I don't believe in political values now. But I do believe in heated rivalry, and I really want to get on it. And I just did a monologue in Russian promoting it.
Yes, she did. And it was really good.
And thank you. But like, I decided I'm the kind of person that I like to make the grand gesture or a grand piece of, like, a big thing that I created specifically to show my investment and love in the project. Yeah. You don't have to do that. But for me, that's something I like to do, and it's helped me so much. And now I'm hanging out. I just hung out with one of the actors last week. I'm hanging out with another one. I'm heading this event again that I just did a couple weeks ago to really build those relationships. So it's all about relationship building, and there's multiple ways. Yes, Rose, I will not working. Yes, for she who must not be. She doesn't even deserve that moniker.
Right, but like heated rivalry, you're all over it.
I'm all over it.
She's already interviewed the guys. I mean, she's on it.
I'm on it, and I also got the information of the guy who's the showrunner. We teach you about showrunners, why you need to become friends with showrunners. If there are different people that a lot of people don't realize all the different roles that people have that are very specific to how a project gets made. It's like showrunners, like in the room. But anyway, there's
assistant directors.
Yes.
I mean, like
casting
associate producers, casting associates. Like there are, like, if you think of every show that you want to be on, like a castle, there is like the front door where you have to go through the guards, right? That's like the agent, the casting director. But there's a ton of other ways. You can swim around the moat. You can go through a window. You can go up the turret and go in that way. You can go in through the kitchen, right? There's a million ways to get into the castle, right? So the $1 million story that she told you earlier is this, like, you will do anything to get the $1 million, and you won't stop until you get it. You need to be that way with your acting career.
I think it has to be a must, or it's not going to happen. And I think that we really also focus, guys. We don't just focus on all this awesome sales stuff. We focus also on strengthening your mindset as an actor. which is
Yeah.
where a lot of us have the cracks, right? Which is why the masterminds and the accountability calls are so important in those cohorts, because you have other people in the room that are thinking just like you, that are also struggling. And I think it's important to mention that, like, you have a support system. If you're feeling nervous, figure it out. I mean, I had a big chat with Valorie, and the reality is, the jobs here that all my friends are going for, yes, I want to do those things, but it doesn't seem big enough. I'm always going through the big people, and I end up making relationships with big people. So things will happen if you just accept the fact that you're awesome and really just say what you want out loud. And that's really how we help you create those steps there. And you get to meet all the other people like me who've been in the program for a really long time, that now we're also becoming mentors and advocates within the program to help more people like yourself.
Yeah. Because now we realize that it's mandatory.
Mhm.
And because this, like I said, the roads for which we've been using, literally, we were owned by studios in the 1930s. We could not do a movie if the studio that owned us wasn't doing that movie.
Mhm.
Then we started to get owned by Actors No Access and Spotlight, right after that, which is in their best interest to keep us in the dark about what's the auditions out there, because they don't think that we can handle that.
Mhm.
But the truth is, like, the road is broken down. Those roads are breaking down. So it's our job right now, more that if you want to be a working actor, you have to be in front of the decision makers. And
Yep.
those people are producers and directors primarily. Yes, casting directors, but also, the bigger fish, the better.
Mhm.
The more you know, like, if you know, we have a girl that made fast friends with the showrunner from Bridgerton, right? So the more people you get to know, the more you will work. It's just that simple.
Oh yeah, and I think another thing is, honestly, and I was the biggest skeptic, because for those that don't know me, I have ADHD, so I'm all over the place all the time. But for me, a really big thing I had to whittle down, because I was burning myself out, is I just said to myself, I am not allowed to take any job. I did this for a whole year. Any job that isn't related to my acting career, adjacent to my acting career, or can help me build my acting career. And I focus very much on live streaming and UGC. And I've been able to make money and be happy about my work. And now people are seeing it. I'm very much high demand on those things. And yes, hosting necessarily isn't what I want to do with my life. But all those people I've met, and the fact that people now want to work with me, make shows, and I could show how good I am, they build up, guys. It
Yes.
really builds. And, like, it's just, you just got to find your way in.
Yes.
And now I make more than my friends who wait at tables sometimes, just because I have a consistent schedule, a couple days a week, and I know what's coming in. And now I'm building it where, like, people demand to see me every day. So it's awesome. And then when bigger things come in, I can move on. So I have the control. So you could still make money performing and be in control and balance when the bigger things happen.
Yeah.
There's ways to do that now beyond just working in the service industry.
Yeah. You don't even have to do that anymore.
Mhm.
You can have a job within, there's a few things that you said that I think are really important. One thing is, like, you built a really good business that's actually making you money in your acting field, and you have systems.
Mhm.
Because, like, in building a company, you have to understand that there's systems that I have a client in LA that is a recurring on Hacks. She books everything, right? She also has a full-time job as a doctor, right? So, she said to me at some point, she goes, I don't have time to write thank you notes for her auditions. And I was like, yeah, because you're working all of the time. Like, when you get to the point where you're auditioning all the time and you're booking, then you hire an assistant to write your thank you notes, right? That's a system. That's building your business, because eventually you're going to be like me. You're going to have, like, I have a commercial agency, I have a theatrical agency, I have an attorney, I have an accountant, I have a publicist, I have a stylist, I have all these people, a hairdresser that I use, like, people that I know to use that and a therapist, and everything else we need as an actor, right? I have an assistant, right? So as you build, you are going to build a team. You can't do this alone.
No.
That's why we're a great place to start, right? Like, because we're going to help you figure all that out. Like,
And non-competitive competition either.
No. Listen, I have a client right now who's in the new movie coming out about Hunter Biden. We're helping her find a publicist. When, we helped our clients that have been in Oscar nominated movies find publicists. Sometimes that's it, or find an accountant, or find an attorney, or hire a better agent, or there's a lot to do in your acting business. Like, how's your social media?
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's important because you're going to get hired off the digital highway now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have no presence online, you're in trouble. Right. And there's so many ways to find people now.
So many ways to find people. I mean, we teach actors how to utilize SEO. We teach actors how to maximize their social media, because right now it's social proof is just basically showing that you're a real person, and you need to show that you're a real person. You don't have to do all the crazy
Not a robot actor.
Exactly. Not an AI actor. But also, I think, guys, what's great about this is just, I really want to know, now that we're about an hour and a half in, all the people that said, I want an agent when we started this, how do you feel now?
I hope you don't feel like that's the most important thing. Yeah. Yeah, Danae, that's good. Danae, that's great. She made a lot of connections just by being an extra for movies.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's how Brad Pitt built his career, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, absolutely. As long as you are focused in on the thing that you want, doing background work is just one of those steps.
Definitely. Those PAs, man, are so nice. And like, when I was on The Americans, I literally was a featured extra, but I loved the show. I really wanted to be on it. They did my hair really nice. They kept me going. They gave me a name. I made friends with one of the actors who sent me a prop from set. He was nominated for a Tony last week. So it's just like, it's the relationships you build on set.
Yeah, it is. And, when I was working in LA, a lot, I would always go to the background holding when I would do a TV show, because I had taught like pretty much every actor in LA, I felt like. And so when I would go to the background holding, I'd go into background and I go 1, 2, 3. And then all of a sudden I'd hear Valorie. And it was so good because one time I was doing that show, Greek.
Oh yeah.
And I got one of my students was on it as background. I got her upgraded.
That's awesome. See, knowing Valorie, trust me, guys, you book stuff all the time.
Yeah, I love to be on. There's nothing better than, like, people asked me one time, they were like, aren't you worried, like, if you have a client that's like you and they get auditions for? No, because there is no other Valorie. Do I know who my people are and yes, because I used to go in the room. So I know who my competitors are, and none of them are me. We all bring a different version of the story, and we all are very good at bringing our versions of the story. That's why we're in the rooms, right? So, and we know people, and we've been hired over and over again. That's what you want to be. You want to be hired over and over again. And every career is up and down. Every life is up and down. People tell people, acting is the hardest thing you can do. No, it's not.
No,
it's not. God bless you if you chose to be an actor, but it's not the hardest thing you can do. What's hard is you're an entrepreneur, and 80% of entrepreneurs fail in the first 5 years. And you don't even know you're an entrepreneur. That's why you're failing, because the actions you're taking are not going to get you the results you want.
100%. And I'm looking at all the stuff that people are responding with. And I think that, first of all, Candace, I'm so happy that you are really embracing what you're learning today. And I think that you looking at those things in biz school before you make a decision with your agent, I would still, after you watch those things, definitely talk to Valorie about it. Violetta, I see that you said that you feel like you might need an agent. I think that you have everything, that you just need to just put it out there. I think that an agent's not going to put out Spookdorable the way you're going to put out Spookdorable. A manager might help out with Spookdorable, but you should be the one putting it out there, because that's your brand. And no one can speak about your brand better than your brand. And I mean, that's why when I pitch, I sell myself, because people, I like doing that. People know who I am. And then I tell them my manager, it's just, my manager's awesome. So it's just consistent, But yeah, and trust me, yes, I agree with you, Rose. Treating acting like a business also helps you establish work-life balance better. Yes, because you create systems. Like, I literally have in my calendar for the month of June, this was a goal of mine, I have to create shoot days. So I create shoot days, like I wake up and like, what are we filming today? What are the different shots we got to do?
Yeah.
And just to get yourself in that routine. And also it's a lot of fun. So just know that you have resources there for you that you're going to leave with the tools to actually be successful, versus the fact that, you know, all the schools with the showcases come out with maybes. You know, I feel bad for that. There's so many things now and so many obstacles to overcome. So why not empower yourself with more education at your fingertips and a support system that will help you apply that to your career?
Yeah. I want to point out what Dania said too here,
Mhm.
because she said, when I did Beats, that's on Netflix, the director wanted me to speak since I was upgraded to be the main actress friend, but I wasn't signed with anyone. So that was my first heartbreak. If you'd have been working with me, that wouldn't have been a heartbreak.
Why didn't you have to have boot?
Yeah. You didn't need to be signed.
No.
If that's what you think, or maybe that's the reason that you didn't get chosen and you've made that up to be true, that might not be true. Or if they told you that, I don't know why they would tell you that. Right. But we have situations like this that happen all of the time. And, you know, every client knows that if they have an emergency when it comes to their acting career, no matter if they're in breakthrough track, rising star, or A-lister with me, they still have my attention because, you know, you're all my children, even if some of them are older than me. I have children that are older than me, but like, you're all someone I really care about. I want you to succeed if you're working with me. So I would always like, why? Now we have had heartbreak. I'm not going to tell you we haven't had heartbreak. I had someone cast in the premiere show, and he is an American living in Austria. He got cast in a premiere show and he works all the time. He works big shows. He got cast in something. It was shooting in London. There was an issue with the visa, and it should not have been an issue, but his agent mishandled it. Right. And therefore he was uncast and recast. That was a heartbreak. And so then he turned it around to benefit him. He turned it into a mindset course, and he brought that to our actors, right? Because we all have heartbreak. Every one of us. Look, I tested for years for this movie that ended up starring River Phoenix and Lily Taylor. River Phoenix died, you know, from a drug. He was Joaquin Phoenix's brother, but it was a movie, and it was about a fat girl getting, you know, tricked into going on this date, and then everyone making fun of her. It was like my life story, right? And they ended up hiring Lily Taylor and patting her, but I tested for that. I tested for it. I came back so many times for the callbacks, and I didn't get it. Right? It was a gigantic movie. I would have been the lead. It would have changed the course of my career. Right? But that's heartbreak. That's heartbreak. Right? Like, I've seen it happen to many, many, many of my friends, and then I've seen them turn around and book a really big thing. Or I've seen the opposite happen, you know, where they were just doing some little small thing and they got promoted to, literally, that happened to Rosemary DeWitt. Her grandfather was the real Cinderella man. So she was just going to be a consultant on that movie. And Ron Howard promoted her to the second lead under Renee Zellweger.
So fun.
Shit happens.
Shit does happen.
Because then he realized she was a good actress and she could handle the acting. Right? So, yeah.
Just gotta be prepared. You never know.
Oh, he said it himself while on set? Well, that's weird. That's a first for me. That sounds like some small dick guy kind of like
Small dick energy.
It sounds like small dick energy to me.
So guys, I see a lot of people making comments about like using it, treating like a business. Does anyone have any more questions about how to best use the biz school or how to work best with Actors Fast Track? We do have lots of options, and you can pay monthly or you can pay on full. But either way, guys, we are giving these exclusively for 48 hours. So I highly recommend, if you have any questions about this, now is the time. If you're on the fence, that's fine. Ask us the questions. We want to answer them for you. But I really believe that this stuff is really going to help you. And I truly, truly want to answer all the questions, because I can tell you, I've been here because Valerie's changed my life.
Yeah. And you made your money back tenfold.
Oh my God. Every year I make money tenfold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to make money. I want you to, no matter what you spend with me, please just make that back. Because what acting class can tell you that? Right? What, like,
I want you to make money as an actor, because the more money you make as an actor, the longer you will stay an actor.
Mm-hmm.
I have a national commercial running right now since last year, since October. I made more money than I've ever made on a national commercial, and I've been a working actress for 42 years. I want you to make that kind of money, life-changing money. The other actress in that, who, by the way, I cast her in a big reading. She got to be in front of Leonardo DiCaprio's manager.
Mm-hmm.
And there was Actors Fast Track people in that reading.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So that's what happens here, because we have a lot of professionals around us and we get opportunities presented to us. So it's a good community to be in, right? But she said she was able to quit her nanny job in New York because of that commercial,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the kind of money I want you to make. I want you to make 6 figures, 100,000 minimum, and you can go and try to do that on your own. But if you've never made that kind of money as an actor, you need to go with people that have.
Mm-hmm.
We have an actress that's a client that's been a client for years. She's made over $1 million as an actress. So when she pitches herself, she leads with that. Last year, her agent retired. She had to get a new one. That's all she had to say. I've made over $1 million as an actress, and my agent just retired. I'm looking for a new one, and I heard you're the best. Boom, they signed her.
Lead with the good stuff, guys, because trust me, there's so much about you guys, even just personally, that makes you different than everything else. And it doesn't matter if you've had credits or haven't had credits. What matters is that you show up, you're passionate, and you really, really want to do this.
And you can go meet people right now.
Oh, yeah.
You can go meet people right now and start building a relationship. Violetta, who is on here, freaking pitched to a lead to an Amazon show, got the audition. And weirdly enough, the girl that got it was a past Actors Fast Track client.
That's hilarious. Let's see, we pop up everywhere.
We do.
We just pop up everywhere.
We do. I've been doing this for like 1 million years, but I've been doing Actors Fast Track for 14 years, and I've been a working actress for 42 years. And I still work. Like I said, I have an audition. I have a commercial running right now. I auditioned for last week for a new show starring Dakota Fanning. I didn't sign an NDA, so I can say that. And, so I do what I practice what I preach, right? And I'm here, and there's always a different way, and it's, yes. And if you want to make money right away, join us for our user generated content. That's like $97. That's it.
Guys, if you want to make an easy couple thousand every month, just like not stressing out about it, you should be taking the UGC course.
Yeah.
It's $97 right now. I'm telling you right now, it's so
you
great.
Will make that back. If you don't, you didn't watch the damn course.
Exactly.
You can make that in one thing.
And I'll say this right now. I could probably get every single person that takes that course a job before the course is over, because I've done that. I did that last night. So
yeah, you got 2 people jobs.
I got 2 people that
she turned down a job today to be here, and she got other people the jobs. Yeah. I just had I had a client get called back for a $25,000 job that he had to be on Zoom, and they were like, he goes, if I bring a wife and do it with that person, then do you want to be my wife? Because he goes, you'll probably get cast and you'll get $25,000 too. And I'm like, shit, I couldn't do it. I mean, it was really like one of those situations where I absolutely couldn't do it. So every person in a client that I thought was right, I recommended them for the job. Right? Sure. I want to make you money.
Yeah, money.
People ask me all the time, are you a manager? No, I teach you how to be your own manager.
Mm-hmm. But you know that when people go through this, that there's certain caliber of actor when it comes to professionalism, and you'll get those opportunities. The class is going to be live recorded. The UGC class, I believe, is already recorded. We might have more stuff coming soon, because the UGC world keeps changing.
Yeah, it's all recorded. It's like we've taught it twice live. And we probably will teach it live again. But right now it's the recordings, and it's still like a $497 package. But it's like I think it's like 6-8 hours of recordings plus a bunch of tools, like a whole list of where to submit and a copy of her
stuff.
Your deck.
Yeah, my deck. Also, you know what I'll do? I'm just gonna throw this out there, and Valerie will probably be okay with us. the people that are here, I know some people are commenting, some people aren't commenting at all, but they've been hanging out with us. If you sign up for the UGC course today, I will give you a free 30-minute session.
What?
So actually probably an hour because I talk a lot. So an hour session so we can talk about what to expect and also help you out where you are to see if there's some place you can go from there. But yes, if you buy it today, guys, I will. It's recorded right now. Money makes the work around. Exactly. Money. So yeah, so if you haven't purchased that yet, if you haven't had the chance to try the UGC course, or if you haven't tried to jump in and get one of these other amazing programs that we have, guys, trust me when I say today's the day.
It is the day. Like, what are you waiting for? Do you want this or not? How bad do you want it? I can definitely help you.
Mm-hmm.
We can definitely help you. Like, I am very confident in what we can do, right? Because I've done it so many times right now. It's like, listen, I went on a plane ride, right? On the way there, I watched The Roses, and there was my client, Carolyn Partridge, in a scene with Olivia Colman. And then I'm coming home and I see the movie Relay. And again, another old client was in. I was like, and so I was like, going and coming, the movies I watched were Actors Fast Track people. I want to see all of you on television, on film. I want to go to Broadway and see you on stage. It's so cool when that happens for me and when I see it. And now, after 14 years, knowing that, for a lot of you guys, it's going to take 8 to 10 years. How are you going to make that happen if you don't really have the longevity support? Now, if you're doing the right thing along the way, you will get results. Like, the day she called me crying because she got to do a paid gig for the thing she was trying to do. They hired her and paid her to do a gig, right? Like, oh my God, right? And so she got the
I was
thing.
like, oh my God, it's happening. Oh my God.
Yeah, right? And or when you call me and say, oh my God, I got this audition. Or I just had someone book Rivals this year.
Amazing.
So when you guys book your TV shows and your movies, and when we had someone, when Angela was in, she said, we all went to the movie theater and we took pictures of us in front of the poster,
So funny.
Yeah.
Oh, Cassidy, how long we have access to the UGC course after purchasing? You purchased it, don't you get like
Forever. Yeah. Forever.
Rose, I'll have to talk to Valorie about that because I believe you were on the live recordings. So those who weren't on the live recordings, if they purchase the recordings, I'll give them a free 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Oh yeah. That's okay. If the database is locked, I don't know why that is. You guys tell Jackie, just email her. Right? And tell her that you can't get access to the database. She'll fix it. Don't ever ask me a technical thing. We have about 15 minutes left in our little show today. We are doing another show. What's the next day we're doing the show?
I believe it's the 28th.
It is. It's the 28th of June, Sunday. We're going to see how that goes on a Sunday. And then we will fill you in on upcoming dates. But we're going to be here all summer.
Oh, yeah. You're going to see a lot of this together happening all over the place. So
yeah.
Bring your questions, guys. And also, thank you for joining us. Make sure that if you have any questions that weren't answered, would you like to know more about the next time we go live, please comment below on the videos that Valerie's been posting. And we're going to make sure that this show, we're going to keep going. And who knows who we might bring in.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we were talking about that. We definitely need to bring in some of our success stories because we want you to meet them. We want you to meet people that are working all of the time and that you probably will recognize and or people that you will want to reach out to when you get off of this live television show. I think listen to podcasts, listen to the industry talk. And when you hear something or when you see a show, or let that person or those people know. I was watching Somebody Somewhere, which was a show on HBO, and it took place in Kansas. I grew up in Kansas. And the last show of the first season, I started crying because the show represented a Kansas that I don't think gets fairly spoken about in most media. We get, called a red state and this and that. And I was like, no, I grew up with transsexual people and gay people and black and white and all different colored people. And I think that's the Kansas I know. And that's what that show shows. So I was crying in the finale. So I came up to my office, I turned on the camera, and I shot a straight to camera pitch video for Nicole Arbusto, the casting director.
Amazing.
She had cast me in something else, which weirdly enough, I got a check for yesterday and a residual check.
Whoa.
But I was like, I don't think you know this, but I grew up in Kansas and how much the show meant to me, and she responded. I sent her a pitch video, and did I get on the show? No, that was the ask. But, it's also like, remember, like you have to stay present to people that have hired you before or people that have called you in. If they haven't called you in for a while, it's not because they stopped liking you. It's just because they went on to a different flavor. So you have to be present and in their face, not obnoxiously. We're not teaching you how to be stalkers.
No. Or like the pick me girl.
Yeah.
We're teaching you how to.
Rosa needs us to pose.
Don't you stop now? That's just so funny. But
you know what? It's hard doing. You do this all the time. How do you do this? I did it all last week. What am I saying? Kat knows, she was there. I was like,
you and I are just one brain. That's right now. Maybe fractions of brains, and I'm so thirsty every time. I was live.
Go fill up your water.
I'm going to. Ooh. I can make it the 5 minutes, 15 minutes. So guys, what I would say is, for those like, Kat, if you get that UGC course, I look forward to giving you a one-on-one. Who else
I want to remind you about the commercial question before this ends.
Oh, what was the commercial question?
What should I do? Commercials? Was that it? Hold on. We have to go back to Violet in the very beginning. It's a long way to go.
If you know it, you can just add it to that chat.
Okay. She'll say it.
Okay.
Yeah. Remind us of the question. Or go copy it and paste it and put it in because I can't see it. There's too many chats. Violetta. Okay, moving on until I see what Violetta she's going to post it back in there. Yeah. So you guys, we're going to leave these specials today, and they're really good specials. We're going to leave them open for 48 hours, just so you know, right? And we didn't want to just come to you and do like a live shopping. Of course, we wanted to give you content because all of you have told me that you enjoy when you come to hear me at Actors Pro Expo or whatever, because I do give you content. I'm here to change you. I mean, really, that is my goal. And I find like when you chase the art, but apply a price tag to it, you do much better.
Yeah.
Like when I chase the dream of changing the way actors do business, like people just want to work with me. I'm not trying to, hard sell you something that I don't have to offer you. Like I figured out really quickly that there's a gap. Like think of it like the letter C. When you go to acting school, you get all of this, but there's this point between where you don't get it. Right. And what I want you to understand is I'm really good at helping people fill in that gap. Right. And so I want to fill in that gap for you. Right. Because I know that, that there's a gap and the gap has been filled in for you by telling you to go get an agent.
Yes.
And that's not like, listen, I have a girl in Budapest that booked 4 days with Ron Howard's new movie, Opposite Adam Driver. She did 3 days in a new 12. I went and helped her get a manager. I wouldn't help her. I got her a manager actually. And that because she needed one because she was booking.
Yep.
I am writing it. I want to get into the game of commercials as well, especially since Halloween is coming up. What steps would you
let's
suggest I
go.
take?
I
Oh,
got
let's
you.
go.
All right, let's do it. Violetta, let's just do it. First of all, first and foremost, every single brand use 6 months to prepare for the following holiday. So they are already planning that stuff. I would reach out to every single brand that you like, that you know around that time, then like Spirit Halloween, all those places. You could be pitching them for UGC content to get more stuff like that. But in terms of the big commercial people, go look up Halloween commercial 2025. Go see all the top commercials and then find out who the casting directors and production houses are and pitch yourself to be featured. Like, that's it. I really loved your commercial last year. My name is Violetta. I'm adorable. I would love to be part of your commercials this year for Halloween.
There you go, Violetta. And go pitch all the products. Like, say what were the top, if you want to do like the companies, like the commercial companies, what are the top commercials from 2025 for Halloween? So then you'll have like probably 20 things to go after, 20 production companies, 20 different people. Every company does a Halloween right now, right? This is what we're doing right now. They're doing it right now. So go right now. Take your Halloween out there to as many people as you can.
And Christmas starts in July, everybody. So those looking to do that, Christmas is July.
Yeah.
So I would get on it right now.
Yeah, get on it right now. Get on that holiday before the holiday. Like if you sing and you're really good at singing and you want to do a video of you being a carol singer, you can get so much work. How many singers have we seen in commercials at Christmas time?
Exactly.
A lot. Or if you dress like a reindeer, or if you look, I had a client that was Santa.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of those.
Yeah.
They work just this time of year and then they're set for life.
Yeah.
But again,
yeah.
It goes back to knowing your niche. And Violetta, you really do know your niche. You don't need an agent because you already know how to make the relationships and put yourself out there. So do that, then make the money. Then when you realize it's overwhelming because you have so much money you don't do it yourself, get an agent and or a manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing, remember, like Scott who said, the way he got his agent is he made $200,000 doing, doing a commercial. And he went, as he was looking for a theatrical agent, he said, I made $200,000 last year. Do you want a piece of that? First person called him was the best mid-level agent in LA. First person, right? Because that's why she's the best mid-level agent in LA.
Exactly.
Because she thinks about money. It's amazing how many businesses don't think about money.
It's weird.
Like, haven't you ever gone to a store and they have like one line, one cashier? And I mean, this is before self-checkout, but like they have one cashier and you're like, okay, I remember my dad used to say, aren't they in business to make money? It's the same with agents. Like you need to have an agent that thinks about money
100%.
because that's a good agent.
Also, you need to be thinking about money. So, guys, I just want to remind you again, we're going to be done in about 9 minutes. So if you have last questions, let me know. Again, we have the 3 amazing offers that we're offering today. Is number 1, we have our UGC course for $97. And I will give you a free little coaching session with me for purchasing that, just so you guys get a jump start on that. We have our $997 breakthrough package, which gives you full access to the Actors Biz School. And I believe that also can be broken down to $97 a month, right? That can be broken down to $97 a month. You get full access to the Biz School for a year. You get brand pitch and agent strategy support. You get the mastermind, and you get access to the industry database and our community, which to me is priceless. And then, of course, we have Rising Star at $2497. And that's literally everything in Breakthrough, plus you get more with Valorie, which is honestly, if you are serious, that's what you need.
Yes.
You need to get on it.
And I want to congratulate, get them. I mean, like, look, join Breakthrough Track because, you get into it and you decide, wow, I want more coaching with Valorie and I want to get it. Great. Whatever you paid me, I'll take it off the price of the next package. Right.
Yep.
So, because my goal is to change the way you do business, and the more support I can give you for that, the better. Right. So the Breakthrough Track is a great way to get started with us, right? It's less than an acting class. You go out and take acting classes all the time. This is going to change your life class. 100%. This is business of acting class. I want to congratulate Kat. I think we should give away one more.
Yeah, go.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to give it to Candace.
Yeah.
And Candace is a client, but Candace, you just won the other hour session. You've been very active today, and I really appreciate it.
Hi, guys.
So Candace is our second winner. I only give people that begin with C. That's not very nice. But yeah, so I want to give you an hour branding pitch session with me, and you can use that, right? So let's go get it.
Yeah.
Let's go get it.
Get it. And then if you're getting those packages, guys, you can apply it, and that'll be the jump start of your career breaking moves for 2026.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's what we want. We want you to do it. And we're going to be back here on the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Same live show. We're going to be promoting it, getting better with our sharing on different platforms. Yes. This is like me during the, during when we were learning all this. I was like this, like a deer in headlights.
It happens to the best of us.
But you know what? This is manifestation. I just want to say this. I was, last year, I talked about starting a show for my clients. I wanted to give my clients a platform to do their funny characters and their sketches and their serious stuff. And so I was talking with the producer. I lost the producer and other things happened, right? In my life, not a lot, and it was fine. I mean, I have a lot on my plate with Actors Fast Track, right? And my own acting career. And then this opportunity presented itself for Jordan and I to do these live shows together this summer. And now we're really thanking our team that brought us on to this. And thank you so much. And we're going to continue to be here for you and to bring you content. And we love to hear from you. If there's a subject matter you want us to cover, like maybe we'll work a little bit more on brand next time, because that's always every one of you has taken a branding course and you have that notebook sitting in a desk somewhere and you haven't done anything with it. We don't want to just teach you. We want you to activate you, right? Put you into action. Because I'm an action taker. That's how I have the career that I have. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, Stacey, the giveaway's done. We announced it. We have our 2 lovely winners already. But guys, we are so grateful for you guys existing and coming and supporting us today. More to come. So make sure you guys, you're all following us on all apps. You know that. And when you see these replays, remember, if you liked something that you saw or you have new questions for next time, comment below on those replays and let us know. We read all the comments and we're going to make sure we bring you really unique information this summer. So we're all booking.
Yeah. And then maybe we'll get picked up by a major network.
Obviously.
I think we should, don't you?
Obviously.
We should have our own sitcom. Nah.
Is that going to happen now? She said it in existence. It's
happening. I swear, my Sarah, who used to work for me, she's like, I hate you. Because I would say, I need to book an acting job this summer. And then I'd book an acting job. And she's like, and that is true. That's true with me. Like it's true with you too.
Yeah.
Here's what I want for all of you. I want you to say, if you need an acting job, you could go get one right now.
100%.
Thanks, Kat. Yeah. If you need an acting job, you can go get it right now. You can have that reality because I have that reality.
Yep.
Right? I could go get an acting job in 5 seconds. I really literally could. I know enough really directors, producers. Hey, I need an acting job. Can you get me one? Yes.
Guys, when you want something, you make it happen. Okay, I'm going to give you an example that's not acting related, but like Valorie said, I deal with this. I was in China live streaming at this crazy expo, and I said to my friend, I want a free suitcase. I don't want to take. I need another suitcase. Take all the shit we got here. Oh, sorry, all the stuff we got here for free at home. And she's like, I don't know if you're gonna do that. I used Google Translate and went back and forth with this dude. I said to do content for him. Like, I like a white suitcase because I saw the one I wanted. He's like, don't use there one right there. I said, yes. Oh my God, can I get this? And I do contact. He's like, oh, sure. Well, can you give me contact all via Google Translate. And I walk back over my free suitcase. Okay, because if it's a must, you'll make it happen. Trust me.
All right, you guys, it's been amazing being with you for these 2 hours. You have 48 hours, to get those things. We'd love to see you join us, and thanks for offering that free with the UGC course. That was great. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.